Relax. This is a safe space. You can be completely honest with me. So tell me one more time about your dream. So in your dream, there is a hero who's Flavius Stilicho, and he lives in 300 or 400 CE. Yes, doctor, that is correct. And he's Western Roman Empire's greatest general. Yes, towards the end of the empire. He's one of the greatest. He could have saved the Western Roman. Let's take it step by step. Let's go slowly. So, Flavius Stilicho in your dreams is going where? He's going to Mordor. Mordor. Where? In Middle Earth? No, Mordor. He's going to Mordor in our Earth. In our timeline. Yes, doctor. But you just said that this is 400 CE, 1600 years before. Yes, but it's confusing because we have Flavius Stilicho, he's saving Western Rome, and he's going to Mordor to destroy the Saxons. So there are Saxons in Mordor. And, okay, so why does he want to destroy the Saxons? Well, because we are at total war. And what started this total war? I don't know, I don't remember. We were at war with the Saxons, and Flavius Stilicho is going to Mordor.
Look, Pim, I know it's our job to help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's a lost cause. He's obviously made up his mind. Why don't we just cut our losses and get out of here?
Shrinks, who needs him? You money-guzzling, yacht-owning, rich guys. Anyways, Stilicho is in Mordor. This is the map of Mordor. So let's get right into it, boys. We have got 4 entry points because this is a large city. And of course, a highly defensible citadel. Now, when we fought against the Picts, if you remember way back as the Western Roman Empire, we made a breach right here and entered. Now, unfortunately, in this time, we could not get a mercenary onager. Therefore, we'll just have to use our ploy. Odds are, of course, stacked very deeply against us. We have a garrison army and an incoming army. I didn't take pictures of the incoming army, so yeah, the garrison is just pasted again. But this army is much bigger. There are 2,000 people coming in, and they have got pikes. What do we have? Horses. And what kills horses? Pikes. So we will have to do some shenanigans. The way it's going to work is that we will have our army placed in such a way that we can interpose ourselves between the entry points where they're trying to reinforce the city garrison and make sure that every soldier which is coming in the incoming army is completely eliminated. We are going to surround them with our cavalry and we are going to show no mercy. The way to take down pikes is that they are only powerful in one direction, and our horses can come from more than one directions. So as soon as this incoming army is made to rout, we are going to pull off our shenanigan, in which the majority of our horses are going to be pasted and placed right in front of entry points 2, 3 and 4, and they are going to simply act as bait, and a very few of our horses are going to be moved towards entry point 1, where our general is, where he is going to push that one lone ram which we're going to use for the first time and break down the gates of entry point 1. As soon as that gate is destroyed, we are going to start running into the city, and our minimum number of horses are going to go and horse sandwich the king which is sitting in the citadel. As soon as that guy surrenders and we capture the citadel, the battle is over and the internal army is completely destroyed. And once you capture the central citadel, the garrison also surrenders. We don't need to catch them, but given the fact that we have eliminated the incoming army and we have captured the city, which we are going to raze to the ground, that is going to destroy each and every asset of the Saxons. And that is going to give this glorious scene for which Stilicho is going to Mordor to destroy the Saxons. Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, lovers of war, traders of great renown, I, the Strategic Indian, bid you welcome to my channel, where our motto is think, practice thinking. If you like the content, please do not forget to like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment, which will greatly help with the almighty YouTube algorithm. Wars are expensive. Total wars are totally expensive. Therefore, if you would like to, then you can support my armies and cities via coffee or directly through PayPal. Links are in the description below. Other than a one-time donation, those entering the monthly membership tiers can have my heaven shaker armies named after themselves and watch with pride as they blaze their way to glory. For the city builder in you, whole cities can be named after you, which will last the test of time herself. Thanks in advance for any and all support. Now, on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Western Roman Empires. This is Total War without a single defeat or retreat from any of our starting locations. We are now going to begin the holy task of researching large onagers. Look at those big boys, and we are going to reach those in 14 turns from now. Currently, I believe I am in turn 16, so by turn 30, I would be able to build it, and we are going to build it in Pannonia, and we need to have level 3 carpentry workshop, so we need to start with supply works and then go to the next one, which is carpenter, and then finally move on to the level 3, which is carpentry workshop. I never memorize these things because I can see it on the screen. And after 14 turns of completion of research and the building of the third one, which say would take 4 more turns, say in 18 turns we would be having large onagers, and trust me, there will be large onagers. Let's go to Mordor. Our great hero Stilicho is over here at this enemy city, and we have got a gigantic army which is coming in with a bunch of pikes, and as we said, let's follow the plan. So this is our all cavalry army. Look at this beautiful thing go. This is going to surround the incoming army and completely rip it to shreds. So let's go, let's ride with the boys. The end of the Saxons is here, and I have seen it in a dream, and we are going to see it to its execution and to its perfection. So this is a different game mode in which this is a recorded battle, and therefore it gives me a lot of time to basically just zoom into the units, watch the glory of our boys, and of course the misery of our enemies. And watching misery is already reason enough to play this game, and if I can be cheeky and I can be giving the AI a hard time, that's a day and well spent. So here you can see a bunch of these Nordic pikes which are coming in, which are very powerful unit, and of course these are horse killers, and all we have are horses, and Stilicho is still on foot. We don't care about that. But we mostly have horses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to split this army apart. To do that, I'm going to move in this 1/2 strength unit of Hunnic horse archers forward to draw some of their units to the side. As you can see, this army is splitting up. And I have to maintain quite a lot of distance because they have got very powerful projectile units which are firing right now. So be careful that you don't get shot at, because these guys are going to rip us to shreds if the projectiles can reach us. You can clearly see there is a lot more enemies on the field. They almost outnumber us 2-1, but we are going to get rid of all of them because all we have to do is take out this incoming army first. So we are trying to get this army to break up, so I'm looking for opportunities. I want a gap to form between the projectile units and their pikes, because yeah, I cannot get into fighting with the pikes, because if I'm trying to get rid of the pikes, their javelins and their slingers are going to decimate. So we have to make sure that we get rid of all of those projectiles too. Another point of danger is that they have dog units, and if those dog units um, focus in on cavalry, melee cavalry, then they can give them a hard time. I say can give them a hard time because if they catch up with mobile projectiles, so horse archers or foot projectiles, basically just archers, they're going to eat them alive. We have seen that happen. But melee cavalry, if they are not actively killing those dogs, then those dogs can destroy my melee cavalry. So let's watch this charge come in. I found that one of their Sagittarii have split from the group, so that is a golden opportunity. So here they go through the snow pines, and this beautiful black and white, which is going to get completely soaked with red. This entire forest is going to be teeming with just corpses. Now remember that here comes another charge. So as soon as I see opportunities, I will take charges. And the only unit that I actually am very afraid of is their general unit, because the general unit is hiding within their projectiles. So if I'm trying to take out projectiles, I might get potentially into melee with their general, which is something I don't want. So here I see some of the Jagut javelin men. They gave us a terrible time a few episodes ago, so I went ahead and charged them. Now I'm making my preparation to charge the spike unit. So I slowly walk my horses, and there comes the charge from the back, as you can see on the far end of the screen. And now these guys are also going to move in. So make sure you only charge pikes when the pikes are down, not the other way. So somebody has to charge them from the back, and then you would want to charge them while they are trying to rearrange. There you can see their general, and you can see some of our horses are going to get entangled with their pikes right here. The pikes are moving in, so I will have to get these horses out. I can't attack yet because there are supporting pikes. So let's get out. The dog units are going after our melee cav, so I will have to take care of that. And right now this pike unit has turned around, so I can't even charge from this particular direction, so I'll have to look for opportunities. Now what I decided to do is that my scout equities come with projectiles. They come with one javelin each, and those are very high damage projectiles, so they give 95-ish damage. So that's a definite kill. And these Nordic pikes have cotton shirts, so one javelin pike in their face is one more than I need to get rid of them. So here I'm going to form up a line to basically just throw projectiles, because why should I just keep these projectiles? I don't need them at home. We have got massive armories which are churning out weapons and armies, and we can just donate these projectiles free of charge, first time / last time, free every time. We are now going for their dog handling troops, and these dog handling troops, once they get rid of their dogs, they basically can't do anything. They are just a small unit of 40 out of 40, and I've got 80 horses coming at them. That's GG. The only dog handlers which can more or less take care of themselves is the Alani spearmen, and I believe only the Vandals and the Allans get them. But Allans get horse archers and great melee cav. So why would I even use those units? Although they have their uses. So here we go. We are horse sandwiching each and every one of their units which are breaking lines. And as soon as I see opportunities, this is opportunistic to the max. And their general is fighting, and that is a bit of a worry because he's killing some of my horses, and I don't like my horses to be killed. We will get rid of the general too. So always look where the pikes are and then charge from the opposite direction. So here we go. Beautiful charge. And then immediately the back charge comes in too. And then this pike will have no chance to turn around and basically skewer my horses. So these guys made the right army because the AI can see your armies. So it clearly sees Stilicho with this great army coming to Mordor. And what do? They make pikes. That's the right answer, but that's the right strategy. But you also need tactics, and our tactics are just perfect. Here we can see the ugly mug of their general. This is their general. He's fighting over here, and he's fighting in the forest, which is actually very advantageous to him, because what we have is our charge bonuses are cut to 75%. Now I will have to horse sandwich their general, and this pike charge didn't go as well. This pike unit is still up and running, and it has got pikes down in one direction, and I'm not able to charge. So I will try to charge because from the side, because else the horses which are already in melee are going to get shot down. As you can see, these poor guys are getting killed, so I don't like my horses getting killed. And remember, we have nowhere to replenish. We are an empire, so here comes the charge from the side. Ideally it should be from the exact opposite place from where the first charge came in, but we can't do that because pikes are still down in this direction. That will make this guy disappear. Yeah, so I have no place anywhere to replenish because none of these places we are going to actually capture. So we are in the cold, so we are going to get a bit of attrition. We are going to also fight. So the only place we can get reinforcement is if we capture any city, which I don't know if I shall. I don't know. Although Gothiskanza, the place where the Burgundians are, and Rugians, if you remember, we destroyed a lot of their armies, and one of their armies is in Raytheat Noricum right now. Probably in the next episode I'm going to slap them silly. And these guys are the ones who come with a bunch of slingers, and slingers are a unit I hate with quite a lot of passion. I have a lot of dislike for slingers, unless of course I have slingers, then I like them. Because if you remember, once we went and destroyed the who were those guys? Who the hell were that? Right next to the in the Balkans, we made fundatories, and because fundatories are cheaper than Sagittaria, they cost 10 gold less. So yeah, we got the enemy general. So I've used slingers to good effect, and I like slingers unless I have to face slingers. And the Roman Empire is mostly infantry, and the slingers have a great attack against infantry. They have a bonus. So yeah. Well, this outside army is completely going to fold. We are of course going to make sure that the mop-up is going to be perfect. Nobody can escape. Nobody. This army has to go out clean, because what the Saxons have got right now is one city and this incoming army. So this guy has to go, because if this becomes a horde, that's a gigantic pain in the butt, and we are not going to have pain in our rear. So let's enjoy the misery. Let us bathe in the sunshine of this Nordic raid leader, this Germanic, this is Saxon general. So right now we have captured the entire outside army. We have eliminated it completely. Our horse archers are now moving towards entry point 1. As you can see, entry point 1 is actually guarded currently. And if it is guarded, we shan't be able to punch through, because if we are trying to punch through, and even if there is a very weak unit which is bottling up entry 1, that is going to waste vital time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all of my horses towards the boundary condition, near to the boundary. That is going to trick the enemy into thinking that our entire army is actually over there. So I'm going to get them out of the bushes where they can be seen, and then I'm going to move them towards the boundary. That might potentially maybe move that Nordic band towards the entry points 2, 3 and 4. So we'll just have to wait for it. Let's see, this guy is still over here, and you can see they are still standing near entry point 2 and 3 way at the back. And these are these idiotic units. I don't like this unit at all, except that if it bottles us and we don't make a clear break for the general, we are going to get into trouble that the general can be reinforced, and that we cannot fight, because this is a very competent infantry garrison with supporting Jegut javelin men, 3 curses upon Jegut javelin men. So Yeah, this is the city stronghold, this is their flag, and soon this is going to be our citadel. Momentarily, because spoiler alert, we are going to burn the city to the ground. And that's going to be good ASMR. Good ASMR. So right now I'm bringing my entire army forward because I want to make them see that the entire army is here. Stilicho is hidden way back, way back over there, so that they don't see Stilicho. They see these horses. And where are these horses? They are in this line of entry points 2, 3, and 4. That's where we need our boys to be at. So I'm trying to basically wait for the Nordic band to move. That guy is still standing there. So let's just be patient. Make sure you don't stand under the towers. And yeah, the way to do that is that you press space like we are doing right now. And then we can see where exactly they are. There we go. Their Nordic band is moving. Nordic band is moving towards entry point 2, 3, and 4. So our plan is now working like clockwork. Get out of here, guys. Go over there. Go to entry point 2, 3, and 4 and just stand there. Stare at our beautiful Roman horses, these Italian stallions, and meanwhile, I am going to waste the ammunition of their city onager. So they have a bastion onager. I'm going to waste. So let's go into the perspective of the. Here comes a shot. Here comes a shot, and bam! Dude, are you okay? Are you okay? I don't think this guy's okay. Oh man, just got creamed. He got. Oh man, that was brutal. Here comes another shot. Let's see if we can miss it, and then whack. Yeah, another one of our horses got killed. So yeah, it is taking me a bit of time to adjust to the fire, but I think from now on I shan't be able to get hit. So we are just going to tic-tac-toe and move back and forth. If they are firing to the east, we are moving west, so on and so forth. And we are going to play this little game of dodge the city bastion onager fire shot, so that Stilicho can move in with the battering ram in peace. Our horses can enter their city in peace. So that's what is going on. This is a beautiful wintry landscape. Look at this beautiful white and black background, and in that there is the blood of the enemy. Right now we have got the groove on, and Stilicho is being moved forward to catch up and basically move the battering ram forward. We have been besieging this city for a little bit, so that is why the towers near the city are not there, because they broke. Because if you keep a city in under siege, then it undergoes destruction. So we have now brought Stilicho forward, and here we begin our sacred task of breaking down the city gate. Remember, right now most of our horses are standing in front of them, so the in front of entry points 2, 3, and 4, and entry point 1 is where Stilicho is breaking down the gate. We have one gate to break down, and then we are going to go forward and we are going to swamp their general. So there it goes. This is the first time we are using siege equipment, because most of the time we just use say mercenary onagers. I don't think we need our own. Yeah, we don't even have buildings to make our own onagers, which is a pity. I mean, this is 395 CE, and the Roman Empire doesn't have a single siege workshop. That's crazy. Right, so whenever you break the doors, then the ram automatically just cracks open, not because of the enemy action. That's just the mechanic of the game. And there goes our horses. So these are the minimum number of horses. I kept them hidden so that they don't rearrange their boys. And here goes the attack force. And what I have done is that I have kept the best attack troops. So I have taken the Germanic war bands. I have taken some step raiders who can do a 50% fast raid charge. And here you can see this is entry point 2. We have a bunch of spectators, and this is entry point 3, again a bunch of spectators, and entry point 4 they did not deploy anybody because we put our horses in a bait in front of entry points 2 and 3. Now, look at this beautiful split. So, our boys are splitting up. We are going to enter their citadel from two different directions so that we can hammer and anvil their general. So, here goes our boys. They're splitting up. One group is going to go up there and it is going to try to destroy the one tower which you can see over there. So there is a tower. I have to make sure that tower is destroyed so that I can basically fight their general in peace. Here we go. Our horses are swinging around, and here comes our bowmen. And as I said way back many moons ago when we had the Battle of the Cities, that was episode 5, that they love to fire on bastion onagers. So our horse boys are coming in and they start attacking the stupid bastion onager, which they don't need to do because all I currently need to focus on is taking out this tower. But yeah, so I got a bit lost in this, and now we are going to start to try to charge their general. This will be a bit of a long fight because their general is actually in a shield wall, and my charges are not that effectual because my horses are standing in the way. So yeah, they basically bump into each other, and he's in a very nice place. He's in the perfect corner right there. But here comes the charge, and that's all we have. We have got a clean charge, two clean charges, one from the front, one from the back. So here is the second charge from the back. Let's zoom into that. That has already arrived, so right there, and the general is hidden at orthogonally to the charge path, so that makes it very difficult for the charge to actually come in. So here comes another charge. This will not be as effectual because it's going to charge on to our own horses, which does not give any additional bonus. And there we go. We have done the best that we can. We have completely surrounded their general, and we are now going to simply wait for this general to die off and us to capture this citadel. As soon as we capture the citadel, we are going to win the battle. The outside army is completely gone. The inside garrison, as soon as we capture the center, is going to just surrender. And it's no sweat of our back because we are going to simply going to raise the city and therefore destroy the oldest enemy, which are the Saxons who are sitting in Mordor. As you can see, their Jaguth Javelin Men, this is a very powerful tier 2 unit, which is just standing there, and I keep telling them, look behind you, and they keep telling me that, yeah, it's the oldest trick in the book. We are not going to see what's behind us, but if they had taken my advice, then, yeah, they might have seen what is going on in the citadel. So this is the general's house. This is a very beautiful building. And as you can see, their flag is going down. Very beautiful architecture. It's so beautiful. This game is such a beauty. I really love it. And it has got a lot of beauty because it has got it portrays humanity, and that is, I think, something which is not there anymore in the Total War. They are portraying ogres. They are portraying God knows what, vampires and Draculas, which I don't find beauty. I find a lot of beauty in human beings and our own creations, that how beautiful our buildings are, these painted stones, these standing stones, these cairns, these barrows. I often, just simulate a battle and then go and look at these different cities, this architecture, and it gives you a sense of time, essentially, because you see Roman buildings and you see people walking around their cities, walking around Constantinople, walking around Rome, Ravenna. Let's look at the tactical map, which I can look because this is a recorded battle. Of course, in legendary difficulty, you cannot see that. The general is surrounded, our horses are standing by, and their garrison is basically holding entry point 2 and 3. So our plan is working like clockwork. Let's go back to looking at the general being slaughtered. Whenever you fight in less than legendary difficulty, which is not fun, I don't think it's fun playing less than legendary. And if you follow my series, then trust me, you will be able to play at legendary. So our flag is going up, which is a beautiful sight. I don't know why or where they got this idea of this eagle holding a little bit of an olive branch in its mouth as the emblem of the Western Roman Empire. At 395 CE, then they already had the key row in red and yellow as their symbol. So the Chi Rho is, of course, the initials of Jesus Christ. And then that was their symbol already at that time. I believe definitely for the Eastern Roman Empire, because they had already converted. Western Roman Empire had already also converted. So I don't know why they kept this eagle one. I like it. Truth be told, I find this two-headed eagle of the Eastern Roman Empire and the one-headed eagle of the Western Roman Empire quite beautiful. While the general is fighting, let's look at our host of cavalry. This is a huge cavalry army, and that is going to do a lot of shenanigans. This is the city, and we are almost about to take on the Saxons and get them out. And of course, Saxons is an old fight. And when you start the Western Roman Empire, you start at war with the Saxons. And they are a pretty difficult group to get rid of, because there are no armies which can easily reach them. And even if you can reach them, forget about total war. If suppose you're not doing total war, even if you reach them, you have to go through others' territory. For example, the elements, and elements have a fortified city, so crossing that is pretty difficult. They might jump at you from their city, and then once you reach over there, this is another fortified city, and they have got very good troops from the starting there, which can really slap Roman army's city. Which makes it very difficult to take out the Saxons. That is why the Western Roman Empire has the only legendary difficulty starting point. No other faction in the history of this game has ever gotten that. Now, if you look at the enemies, Cadians, okay, that is an easy army to destroy. Easy enemy to destroy. Hey, let's go look at Stilicho. Wait, I'll come back. Look at Stilicho. Stilicho is right here. Look at the quads on this boy. He's been sitting here and crouching. Look at the glutes on him. Okay, that is Stilicho. Our great general is hiding in this forest, and all of his Praetorian guards are over here. And the best thing about me playing the Western Roman Empire is that the Praetorian Guard is not slitting the throat of Stilicho and our great god emperor, because that's what the Praetorian Guard always did. Man, the way I storytell, that is really like Alzheimer's. I'm like an old person telling stories. Where was I? Yeah, Western Roman Empire. So the enemies that they have are the Saxons, which I talked about. Cadians, very easy to kick their butt. Okay. Then another very formidable enemy is the Danes. Danes? No, the Jutes. The Jutes. Because they are very far away and they come by sea to Camillodunum. You will have enough time if you follow the series how to fight and beat them. We beat both the Jutes and the Geats in the same episode with the same army. So yeah. And they also start at war with the Ostrogoths, which is a dangerous army. Because the Ostrogoths come to Pannonia, and every YouTuber except, of course, Total War Cat. There we got the general. Oh, one of our horses got smoked, this poor guy. And of course, Cat. Me and Cat, we are not afraid of the Ostrogoths. But that is a very formidable army, and I can imagine that can be a very difficult army to fight. Because they come with, you guessed it, Gothic warbands. And Gothic warbands, I think I've covered enough in the Eastern Roman Empire. That is a terrible, terrible, terrible unit to fight. And most YouTubers just abandon Pannonia, and that is a terrible decision, because then all these armies like the hordes are all going to come in reinforced. They're going to pick up and destroy all of these Balkan territories, get very powerful, and then come at you where you can't manage them anymore. So the point is to defend the empire, and that keeps your enemy actually weaker. It's counterintuitive, but it is better to do total war with the Western Roman Empire than to fight them individually and not together. So, right, let's sack it for 2,500. That's a good amount of money. Stilicho levels up, and he gets, I think, his army gets some traits, which is great. Because this is a very fantastic army. This army is going to do a lot of shenanigans. And there we go. We killed Cleoworld, we killed Horsa, so the Saxons have an empty city right now. Let's give traditions, and we are going to take military engineering, 2 points in that, which gives a bit of construction bonus, but we won't be able to use it because this army is going to continuously move further away from our place. Let's raise this beautiful screen. The Saxons are gone, they are eliminated forever, and oh, this is great, this is great. Let's scroll down deliberately. I like to scroll down a little bit at a time because then it feels more deliberate. Let's go to this glorious scene. Stilicho has gone to Mordor and we have eliminated the oldest enemy, the Saxons. This has been the Strategic Indian, signing out.